I am so tired of buying and rebuying. Aren't you? You can only have so many of one thing before something becomes literally useless. And social media's obsession with stuff in general has left us stuck in this loop of over-consuming things. Hi everyone, my name is Mariana Solis. Welcome to my channel. I talk a lot about self-reflection, self-improvement, self-help, basically anything that we need to know in order to level up. So if you would like to embark on this leveling up journey with me, don't forget to subscribe, and also liking this video would help me out a ton. If you watched my videos before, you know that I have a bone to pick with social media. I am always bashing on social media, but it's for a reason. Social media is very toxic, or at least it can be if you don't use it for the right reasons. I want to talk about how it completely warped our sense of normalcy, especially when it comes to our purchasing habits. Today, I really want to focus on the top trends fueling overconsumption, the consequences they have on our planet and on our mindset, and how we can shift the narrative. Okay, so the first topic I want to go over is skincare. This is targeted mainly towards us women, but I feel like these videos showcasing these $1,000 skincare routines, this 10-step skincare routine, it's a little bit too much. Let's be realistic for a second. Most people can't afford the $1,000 skincare routine. Most people cannot afford to drop half of their paycheck on these products. It's just not realistic. These influencers make a living out of reviewing these products. Maybe they write off these products on their taxes. Maybe they make more money than they lose by purchasing this product, or maybe they even just get these products through PR packages. And you know, the irony of it all is that overdoing it on your routine, these 10-step skincare routines where you put actives on top of actives, like it could just be causing more harm than good. And there are so many dermatologists that have gone on TikTok to be like, hey, y'all need to chill. This is not realistic, it's not affordable, and it is not even good for your skin. So why are we doing it? We shouldn't have to be choosing between eating a meal or buying skincare, paying your rent or buying skincare, going into debt or buying skincare. You do not need these items and don't feel bad if you cannot afford them. Next up is restock videos. I will admit, I look at these videos and I'm like, damn. It'd be nice in living in such a clean and organized space. I love organization and it looks very aesthetically pleasing, but are they realistic? Maintaining that level of organization, especially if you live with other people, if you have roommates, if you have kids, if you have a partner, maintaining that type of organization on your own is going to be like another part-time job. If I were to have to organize my fridge every night before going to bed and being like, you know what, I need to keep it tidy because it looks so good, like I'd rather just not even use the fridge. It's not functional. And not to mention just like the environmental impact of buying products, right? They already come in like plastic packaging, opening up that plastic and putting that product into new plastic containers, like it just doesn't make sense. And a lot of the times these restock videos, they are excessive. Like it's one thing if you're filming restocking your fridge and emptying out your veggies, but a lot of the times it's like luxury items. You're restocking your Rare Beauty makeup, you're restocking your EOS this, your Stanley cups, like it's just so much. Who has the money to get all these travel sized items, get all these new blushes, all this new makeup? It doesn't make sense. There is no need. Yes, it looks pretty, but does it go beyond aesthetics? Which brings me up to my next point, which is just social media's obsession with aesthetics. From a creator's perspective, I totally get it because aesthetic videos, whether it be ASMR, the restock videos, the get ready with me, the skincare routines, little ASMR, those aesthetic videos, they make money. People like that. There is something pleasing, aesthetically pleasing about consuming that type of content. It's addictive. So I get why people keep creating them, but in my opinion, it does way more harm than good. I think as a creator, you do have to be responsible for what you're putting out in the world. And yes, you could take the easy route of simply thinking about how fat your paycheck is, right? But every video that you make will probably have some sort of influence on someone, and I think that's really, really important to consider. So when I see a bunch of just aesthetically pleasing videos promoting waste, promoting overconsumption, it feels very irresponsible, very immoral. The aesthetics have taken over our entire lives. It feels like there is a new aesthetic of how to live your life.
The coquette aesthetic, the mob wife aesthetic, the alt girl aesthetic, the indie girl aesthetic.
We don't even realize that they're trends. We're like, yeah, oh my god, that is my dream aesthetic. Yes, I want the coastal cowgirl aesthetic. Yes, I want the coquette aesthetic. Yes, I want the gym girl aesthetic. And what do? We buy a lot of unnecessary products that later just turn into clutter to try to fit into this aesthetic. Next up is hauls, and the Shein hauls, the Sephora hauls, the Target haul. We don't need to spend our entire paycheck or half of our paycheck. I get it, Shein especially, maybe Target, like they're very cheap stuff, so you can buy more than one, more than two, more than three. But do we need to? I have purchased on Shein before, and my orders don't ever go over 100, and I feel like 100 is already pushing it for me. When I drop those $100, like those are still $100 that I am working so hard to obtain. When I buy the clothing off of Shein, I wear it once, twice. Sometimes I don't even wear it because I don't like how it fits. Sometimes I return it, but other times I just donate it. Literally $100 that I might as well just have thrown in the trash. That is the truth behind these hauls. A lot of those clothes are not going to get worn. A lot of those clothes are going to get worn once, twice, maybe 3 times, and then out of the closet to bring in new clothes. It all leads to clutter, it leads to environmental harm, and it leads to just you being financially irresponsible. You have to remember that buying too much of anything doesn't only hurt you. Everything is expensive, and everything adds up, but it also hurts the planet. A lot of these companies don't have ethical labor laws. It's hurting the employees. Buying too much makeup, buying too much hair care, all of it, it's the same thing, just different fonts. You do not need 10 different foundations. I have been that girl before where, I would watch a cute little review and I'm like, oh my god, I need that product, and the difference that product makes in my makeup routine is very slight, so slight that I barely even realize it. Yes, sometimes there are products that I like to keep and repurchase, but most of the times those are products that I don't even end up finishing, maybe even don't even like, and I just don't need them, right? I recently cleaned out my whole makeup drawer because I was like, there's foundations in here that I haven't touched in years since I was in high school, and there's no need for it. When I run out of my foundation, okay, I'll get a new one. When I'm transitioning from my summer shade to my winter shade, okay, I'll get a new one. But other than that, I'll just need 1 or 2. I don't need 10. Same thing with anything, lipsticks, concealers. Like for lipsticks especially, and like lip products, I usually gravitate towards 2 different lip combos, and that's it. Next one is the TikTok shop. It's just really, really hard for me to enjoy what TikTok is becoming, because I think before it used to be like this really fun app where people would share their experiences, share their like life hack, and now it's just become this endless stream of ads. It's all ads.
You need to try this. Oh my god, this product literally saved me. This product literally saved my life.
You have to recognize that the people that are making these products, TikTok has made it so that me and you can go on TikTok, promote a product, and profit off of that. A lot of these people are getting sent these products for free so that they can review it and then get a bunch of other people to buy and then get money from those purchases. And the cycle just keeps continuing. A lot of these products, they're shit. They're not magically going to fix your life. They're not magically going to help you lose weight. They're not going to do everything that they're claiming to do. And TikTok has made it way too easy to buy, dangerously easy. The tap to pay, the add to cart, it's like literally 3 buttons that you have to click before making $100, $200, $300 purchase. I am so guilty of tripods and like tech accessories. I buy them and they're so low quality, obviously because they were so cheap, and then I don't even use them. They go to the trash. I still spend that money. So it's not good. Be very, very skeptical about what you see on TikTok. Be very aware that everything you see is most likely an ad, and don't fall for that overconsumption trend. The final one is the obsession we have with sweet treats. The $10 little Starbucks drinks, the $20 crumble cookie order, the $10 iced coffee. Like, are we okay? They are expensive. They are unhealthy. So unhealthy for you. Oftentimes they end up unfinished. These tiny indulgences are killing our health and killing our wallets too. There is no need for you to buy a sweet treat every day after work, or a sweet treat even once a week, honestly. Like, you can probably make something at home for way cheaper. And this obsession, especially with like crumble cookies, why are we buying 6 cookies every single week? And so the consequences of overconsumption, I already kind of talked about this, but like the environmental harm, so many things are ending up in the landfill. These companies don't have the best environmental practices, and overproduction, overconsumption, it just leads to waste and pollution. Next is the financial strain. 6 out of 10 Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And the TikTok orders, the Shein hauls, the skincare routines, the Black Friday that just happened, it highlights the paradox. We are struggling financially, but we are still spending excessively. Retail therapy and the sweet treats every day and the shopaholics, it leads to debt. And I recently watched Madeline Argy's podcast episode, but basically she just was talking about how so many people, and I think it was LA, they pretend online, especially, they show off their mansion, they show off their new car, they show off their designer this, the designer that, this like very lavish lifestyle. And a lot of these people are in debt. A lot of these people rent their items, they rent their cars, they rent their clothes, they rent their bags. It's all fake. Honestly, when she said that, it didn't even surprise me because it just doesn't make sense. In this economy, who the can do all that? Nobody. Do not fall for the lies. Do not put yourself in a position where you are in debt. Do not be financially irresponsible. You have nobody to blame but yourself. At the end of the day, you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. If you purchase things just for the of it, yeah, you can point fingers, but at the end of the day, those people are not going to live with the debt. You will. So I feel like social media makes you think that the more you buy, the more you consume, the more you own, the happier you will feel, the less empty you will feel. Like, oh, you just need this one product and then you'll be fine. Oh, just need this one product in order to change your life. And that is not true. The more that we consume, the less appreciative we are about the things that we already have. And then we're just going to keep buying and buying and buying. And soon, things will feel good for a second, but then after that, you get used to the items. These items don't bring happiness. You have to find happiness from literally yourself and your routines and your daily life. You are not better, you are not worse for not buying or buying a new product. You have to ask yourself, are these influencers, are these videos that you're consuming selling you a product, or are they selling you a curated reality? When you watch a skincare video, and I was a victim of this, especially when I was younger, or I would watch a person with really nice skin when I didn't have really nice skin. And obviously looking at somebody with really nice skin, it's aesthetically pleasing. And then, they do the ASMR, the little taps, and everything just looks so nice. And then you watch these videos and you're like, oh, I just need to copy her exact routine. And you are not buying the product, right? You are not just buying the skincare items. You are buying that glass skin. You are buying that person's appearance. You are buying that person's lifestyle. You know, that purchase that you make, you are hoping that you will become that person that you're watching through the screen. And that is not the reality. Also, ask yourself, what is real, what is not? Could what you are seeing be an illusion? Could this person actually be struggling financially? Could this person be in debt? Could this person be lying to you about how good the product was that she is using? Like, really criticize the videos that you watch in order to not fall victim to the consumerist epidemic. Every single video that you post, if you're a content creator, every single video that you watch, that you repost, that you like, that you share, it has a consequence. A lot of these content creators, they are not assuming the responsibilities that come with content creation. If I were to be making a video right now, talking to you, being like, you know, YOLO, go into debt, you only live once, buy all these things, buy all the things that you want, you only live once, max out your credit cards and then file for bankruptcy. If I were to be making that video, like, I guarantee you, and especially if I were bigger, right, but at least one person would be like, you know what, she has a point. Every video has the chance to influence a person, so be very, very mindful about the content that you share to others. A lot of these people on these social media apps, like, unfortunately, they're kids. They are teenagers. They are people who don't know any better. And yeah, it may not be your fault. You may not have to deal with the consequences, but why would you want to spread that onto somebody else? So let's focus on rethinking what we buy and why. Do we need these products, or are we just chasing a fleeting trend? At the end of the day, the life that you want, the person that you want to become, it's not going to be in a shopping cart. You're not going to find it on the TikTok shop. You're not going to find it on Shein. Like, you have to work hard to become that person or achieve that lifestyle. So choose wisely, because these choices and spending your money on these trends, like, it does add up. But other than that, that was all that I wanted to talk about today. I hope this video motivated you to just rethink and reflect on your purchasing habits. I know, like, coming into the next year, I definitely want to get better on only purchasing high quality items that I actually need, that I will actually use. If this video did help you reflect a little, it would mean the world to me if you would like and subscribe to my channel, and maybe comment down below your experiences with mindlessly consuming. Maybe you're a recovering shopaholic. There is no shame. We listen and we do not judge in this channel. And I think it would be really awesome if we could all learn a little bit from each other. But yeah, until next time, bye.